Ew. Day 4 of the VI peel. Whoa! Just want to take a moment to apologize for the way I look right now. Extremely tired, 14-hour day, no nap, and had been awake since 1:45. So in case you were wondering, yeah, that's my tired face. Okay, back to day 4. Take a close look. Little bit of skin, but for the most part, looking good. So you can see that my skin is still pretty pink and a little red in spots, only a little sensitive. The area around my chin, which is probably the worst part of my face as far as blemishes and hyperpigmentation is concerned, it seems like it's peeling for a second time. So I reached out to Laura Lee and she said that was totally normal to keep putting my sunblock and my serum every hour on the hour if I have to keep everything moist. I have very little peeling left. If you look under my chin, there's a little bit here, been back a little bit. Very little around my scalp. That's where some of the old stuff is kind of hanging on. If you look down here, you can see that I still have some. It's not over yet. This is only day 4. And at this point, I would say when I put the serum and the sunblock on, I feel like it tingles and it hurts a little bit. But for the most part, I haven't noticed any huge changes. I would say today has been a pretty good day. I did go work out and I felt like by getting that heavy sweat on that the skin actually sloughed off a little quicker. One of the things I noticed that's kind of a downside is that I did break out on my chin a little bit. It's pretty dry here, so I'm putting extra serum in this area on my chin and around my nose and these few other extra spots that are still peeling, which at this point, oh, you can see, I mean, it's coming off very easily at this point. We're on the road to better, so that's the most exciting part. I think by day 5, I'm going to be nearly done with the whole flaking, shedding, peeling process, and now we'll be on to the healing aspect of the VI peel. Hey, day 5, and let me tell you what, it has been so nice to not wear any makeup for the last 4 days. My skin is thanking me. As you can see, it's still sort of pink, especially around my mouth and my nose. Now, it's not irritated. It's just all new, fresh baby skin. Let me give you a close-up look. You can see that all of the flaking is gone, and there is no more. Now, I will say there's maybe a little bit here under my neck, just a tinge. But let me show you, I talked about this earlier, this intense hydration serum. I have been using this every hour to 2 hours on my chin. So here's why. I am getting what almost seems like a second peel. My skin on my chin is the worst. It's rough. It's where I had a lot of cystic acne for a number of years. So this is pretty typical to see this, almost like the peel is working double time, which is fine with me, but let me give you a closer look. I mean, this is an acne scar right there, and it's just super dry and rough. I'm not sure if you can really see it too well on camera, and then it's pretty dry and rough over here too. Now, it's still kind of sensitive, and I will tell you up here was one of the acne scars that I wanted to see lighten up. It is a little lighter. When I was washing my face tonight, I was still flaking off some skin. So it's gonna take a little bit. It's a lot better now than it was a couple of days ago. That was scary. It reminded me of that Ernest P. Worrell, if anybody ever watched that back in the 80s, that, ew, that's what it looked like. So much better now. I can go out in public and be seen and no one's gonna look at me like I'm crazy. No sensitivity, no pain, no irritation, just a whole lot of broad spectrum SPF, wearing a hat, and making sure that I have got the skin peel protectant on, and then the serum that I'm putting on my chin every hour to 2 hours. If you're looking at it right now, you're probably going, I don't see like a huge difference. And no, it's not necessarily that you're going to see all of the lightening just yet. That's going to take at least another week or so. But it is very firm. I'm already noticing, especially around here, and it's very bright. So I do think once again that this is going to lighten up, and this is going to lighten up, and then a few other spots too. But this is all fresh baby skin. At this point, day 5, no more flaking. I'm going to continue with all the serums and the lotions and keeping it nice and moist, but back to work, back to a face with makeup, not a problem at all. I enjoyed the quick break, and I'll see you for the day 6 update. Have a good night. Okay, I have a confession to make. Day 7, a full week after the VI peel, and you're probably thinking, well, where is day 6? I forgot. I just got home from a quick 24-hour work trip, and I crashed last night. I mean, I came back to the hotel, washed my face, told my husband goodnight, and went to sleep. And I didn't do one. So I apologize. This is going to be sort of a day 6, day 7 update, and not a whole lot has changed in the last 24 hours. Let me take you back just a little bit. So day 6 was the first day I put on makeup in 4 days. The biggest thing I noticed was there was a little flaking around my chin, like I'd seen all week, but it looked more like I had just caked on a whole bunch of makeup. And I noticed that too around my nose and in the oddest place underneath my eyebrow hairs. Weird. Otherwise, it was fine. Sensitivity is completely gone. And waking up this morning, I noticed another big difference, and that was that the flaking on my chin is all but disappeared. So take a closer look. You can see that it's really not even rough anymore. And this spot right here is already starting to lighten up. And I've noticed around my chin that it's not terribly dark either. Now let me just tell you, I just got home from that work trip, and so I have had this makeup on for way too long. But that should just show you that I feel like my makeup still looks fairly good considering I haven't touched it up. I've been in the car, I've been outside, and at this point I'm not noticing any crazy flaking. Now, I will tell you every now and then I get a few flakes around my nose, so I have to be careful to make sure it doesn't look like something else. But here's another exciting new development. Up here, if you notice, that's that spot that I talked about a couple of times. It's an acne scar. I typically have to put some concealer on it. I did not put any concealer on it today. And in fact, I just used my regular foundation, and I feel like it's getting lighter. I mean, not super light yet, but I do feel like I notice a difference. I just feel like overall my skin looks good, like it looks healthy. And it looks fresh. And the fact that I've had this makeup on for going on 13 hours, I don't feel like it looks too bad. That's pretty impressive. I'm looking forward to seeing day 14, 21, and so on. But already, I mean, flaking is absolutely gone. No more sensitivity. Maybe a slight pink when all of my makeup is wiped off. Now here's the thing. I've been sticking with the broad spectrum SPF. I've been using every single product every single day that was given in my goodie bag. The Intense Serum multiple times a day on my chin, and then the anti-itch cream, the Peel Protectant, I've been using that multiple times a day too. You have to make sure that you use the products that are given to you in that goodie bag, and you have to use them consistently and multiple times a day. That's gonna give you the best bang for your buck. I mean, really, you wanna make sure that you're getting every possible good result you can out of the peel. So I would definitely take those seriously too. I'm going to do a total wrap here in a couple of days and give you an overall look with fresh makeup and give you a side-by-side without makeup so you can judge for yourself. But at this point, I'm happy. 3 weeks post VI peel. Laura Lee said it would take between 2 to 4 weeks to see the final result, so I thought, I'll meet in the middle. After a week of nasty peeling and sloughing, a little peeling around my eyebrows and my hairline for a couple of days after, I'm done. So let me give you an up-close look at the results, which I'm very happy with. So the biggest change that I've noticed is the actual texture of my skin. So specifically, just when I'm feeling it, it's super smooth. There's not a lot of bumps here anymore like I experienced on the apple of my cheek and then up here along the cheekbone. I also noticed a lightened discoloration along my chin. You probably wanted to know about the discoloration that I had here on my forehead that I talked about quite a bit. Is it gone? No. Is it lighter? Absolutely. So that's a plus. Again, the texture on the side of my skin here is also improved. This is a scar, so that's not gonna be going anywhere. That's a whole nother treatment. Here's the biggest thing. The recommendation from Laura Lee as well as the VI Peel line suggests 3 VI Peels 1 month apart to get the optimum results. I thought because my skin didn't need a lot of work that I could probably get away with doing 1. And I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and get 2. And I think then I'll see even more lifting of the hyperpigmentation, and they're very few and they're already lighter. And I think my skin is just gonna look rockin'. The biggest place that I see a difference is when I take pictures, whether it's selfie or non-selfie. It almost looks like there's a filter on my skin. It's glowing, it's smooth, the texture's phenomenal. It's like someone went in and did like Facetune around it, but they didn't. So that's the biggest difference I notice. It's also easier to put makeup on, and I feel like my makeup lasts longer. So if you think you can get away with getting just 1 VI Peel, you can, and you are gonna be thrilled with the results. But I do think if you want the optimum results like you see in the pictures, you're going to need to do 2 or 3. Well, maybe I'll just do 1. Yeah, fine. But to lift spots like this, and it's even gotten lighter in the last week, 1 more would just like kick that sucker out. But overall, it was, painless, and I'm super pumped with the results, and I would definitely do it again. I know I took you on a very in-depth part 1, 2, and 3, but I thought it was important because even though I felt like I was very informed going into the procedure, there was a lot of questions I had. And I hope that I answered all of those questions for you. And I'll give you one last look at the results. It just feels good. I feel like it always looks dewy. It always looks like, I know I joked about the JLo skin, but it always looks like the JLo skin. Like I've got some awesome highlighter on it, or it's super moisturized. It just looks fresh, and that's exciting. It gives that youthful appearance that it promised. 2 thumbs up for the VI Peel. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead, comment below. I'll be sure to read them and get back to you. And if you like what you saw, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for a new video. Have a great week.